And let's see what we can fill this area in with. 11 by 11? Actually, 15 by 4. So, these will become orchards. Oh, jeez. The lag likes me. It's here to stay. Okay, so that's the end of that. That's very nice. That's a very tight fit. I like that. Just like a new pair of shoes. Or a box of chocolates. Actually, I don't know why I would make that out of dirt. That should definitely be a stone road all the way down. So then, we've got a bit of a strip right here. Ooh. What about this right here? Let me tag that up first. And I have enough builders to do everything that I want them to do. You're horrible. I guess since this area is becoming quite established, it'll need things like a chapel and all that. Ooh. That's gonna look like either I can place a 15 by 4 orchard, or I can place like one string of housing. Wait, can I place two 15 by 4s? Yes, but then I don't get a road. Oh. Fuck it. Sometimes you just have to do it. Hopefully those don't end up as being too inefficient. Oh yeah, that also reminds me that I want all of these removed. Just gone. So maybe I can do some farming here. Or, yeah, no, I should just do farming. I shouldn't try to place more housing. I might, however... I was gonna say, I might, however, place some housing on here, but no. It does not want me to. I'll place some housing right here. But then I'm gonna be fucking up the 11 by 11s. Fuck. Space that out a little bit. Oh. Everything wants to fuck with me. Okay. Take those down. And I'll have 3 out. Right here. Oh, I'll just have to see how these numbers continue on in the future. Yeah, I only produced 67,000 food last year. So, that extra food boon had to come from trading. Or it had to come from my population decrease. Although I only lost like 100 citizens, so I don't see how that's quite possible. What it could have been is a bunch of new citizens moving into homes for the first time and buying out like massive whole new food stocks. It's getting down low, that alcohol count. But that might just be short term. Probably from ordering some new places to take up alcohol and all of that. When I start seeing a downward trend, then I'll worry. But for the next year or so, I think it's just going to be, I can safely assume, you know, oh, it just kind of happened. I am wasting a good bit of space here. I don't know why I decided to set it up like that. That area might need restructured. Just like this housing block definitely needs restructured. That was really sloppy on my part. Holy crap. My alcohol stores are evaporating. Oh dear. I wonder if I'm just not producing enough, or if it's... No, these are all producing decently, I'd say. Above 150. Yeah, some of them all the way to 200, 250, 180. Oh, only 60. That's no good. What about you? 250. That's fucking perfect. And this one's 200, which is decent. Actually, I have no idea how much a tavern is supposed to produce, though. Looks like 250 is the cap out, though. Looking around at these guys, some of them are hitting... Oh, well, nope, 285. There we go, even higher. 310. Jeez. Showing those... Wow! Those guys are getting showed up hard. 370. 380. Alright. Apparently these taverns over here are working overtime. I'll be damned. Apparently taverns can go all the way up to about 400. But you guys, 300 and 220. Holy shit, I was not expecting numbers to get that high. 340, 300, 290, 290. Alright. Well, a lot of them are pretty productive. Oh, and I'm back up to 1700 alcohol. Well, I don't know how that's working then. I have no idea. It's probably ebbing and flowing with trade. And a little bit of consumption, obviously. Hopefully my apple stocks stay high, though. Because otherwise, I'm going to have some issues. They're starting to go down a little bit. I suppose I could switch some of these guys over to producing off of other things. And I do have a number of peaches, pears, and plums. Very few cherries. I don't want to do it with anything else, because from what I'm hearing, producing ale with anything other than fruit is just abominable. And these guys... Oh, that's why these guys have, like, no production. Or comparatively low production. There's no apples stored over here in these storage barns. Huh. I guess that makes sense, then. Well, all they need is for a trader to run by through here, and suddenly everything will change. A few good trades. As well, I should restructure so that fruits are bought before grains. I think that's a big deal. I still wish there was an overall UI that you could just plug that into, rather than having to go through each and every single individual one. It's very annoying. Alright, well, hopefully I'm gonna start getting some food out here. And that... Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check and make sure that that was the proper overlap limit. Maybe I should pin these. So I could do some farming up through here. And I suppose all the way out to here, even. Do I dare go for another, like, row or two of houses here, though? That's probably the bigger question I need to answer. I also wonder what will happen with my iron count if I just let it sit. So I don't know yet. I've also been told that it might not be a bad idea to start throwing more workers into my docks. I do have plenty of unassigned labor, and I can easily, like, double all my docks up to 12 and still have 400 people free. It's just that usually when food comes by, or when merchants come by, I have enough to clear out a good bit of them. And I'd also prefer not to have to manually trade like that. Yeah, it looks like my ale counts are staying relatively stable. Up to 700 or 1700, down to 1300, things like that. And it looks like I'm starting to get a bolster of this disease. That's not very nice. I don't want my population to get too diseased here. Otherwise, I'm not going to get past my 2610. I'm just going to stay at that forever. That's not what I want. I suppose I could remove this crap and start developing this area too. It's always just kind of a challenge. It's a lot of risk taking too. I suppose I can also... Oh yeah, this area is still on its way. Okay. Well, that's good. Once this area is set up, maybe my population will be a little bit more stabilized. No, you're bringing pears, and I appreciate that. But it's all about the apples now, bro. Gotta get them yellow delicious, them red Macintosh, fucking Granny Smith up in here. Why the hell is this guy inventorying behind coats? That's weird. So for every unit of ale I produce, I create a surplus value of 5 for my trading. So for 100 ale, that's like 500 extra food. Or 500 extra, really, of anything. I guess at a point, that would mean trading an ale would be a lot more efficient than trading with firewood. So firewood just gives you an extra 2 value, or even just 1 value, depending on who you're trading it with. Whereas alcohol gives you an extra straight on 5, and it's... I mean, it occupies a person all the same. And I think it's about 100 food per person a year. Not sure. I think so. Oh wow, my education rate's already getting back up there. 89%. And I'm getting close to my 100-year mark. I do want to hit 100 years for the first time. I have still yet to do that. I've had many cities and I've never hit 100 years on any of them. Just because I've usually stopped playing. I can't handle all this lag, man. It's killer. So, I remember doing one thing a lot before I tried, or before I had that big, huge food gap. So, see that? Now reclaim it. Okay, the inventory stayed. I was wondering if I had screwed up my food count because I had tried to clear so many houses for new people to move in. I was wondering if that had fucked it up, maybe. It does look like it takes a while for people to move into these homes. There's just so many potential couples, I suppose. God, if the first viable couples that are moving into here are in their 30s, holy shit. That couple's a 50 and a 30-year-old. That is far beyond the age where children are a possibility. And I hope I don't have too much of a generational gap to the extent that it's gonna make it so that I can't have any children. That would be an extremely large problem. And it does look like my birth rate's going down. as well. I think my stored clothes went down. Okay, it's time to see how the harvest affects my food count, though. I was big and happy over getting back to 570,000. Where are we going to go from here? Okay, so produced is only 27,000 right now, and I usually get up to 67,000. So, I don't know, maybe I'll get back to 570k. Or maybe I'll even go above it to 80 or so. Who knows? Now last year used is 312. And it looks like I'm not even at half of that, so I may actually have dropped my food usage a good bit.